There is no Book of Mormon without the Bible. We're going to prove that in this series. Stick around.
Bringing the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints out of obscurity.
You shall see out of obscurity and out of darkness. Out of obscurity and out of darkness. See out of obscurity and out of darkness. And to bring it forth out of obscurity and out of darkness, the only true and living church upon the face of the whole earth.
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is out of obscurity. For if this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of God, ye cannot overthrow it.
Chapter 19, Nephi tells the sufferings and crucifixion of Jesus. He tells that the God of Israel will come 600 years from the time they left Jerusalem. And he focuses on how to convince his brothers of this by using the Bible. Let's see what he quotes. Starting in verse 6. Nevertheless, I do not write anything upon plates, save it be that I think it be sacred. And now if I do err, even as they did err of old, not that I would excuse myself because of other men, but because of the wickedness which is in me. According to the flesh, I would excuse myself. For the things which some men esteem to be of great worth, both to body and soul, others set at naught and trample under their feet. Yea, even the very God of Israel do men trample under their feet. I say trample under their feet, but I would speak in other words. They set him at naught, and hearken not to the voice of his counsels. And behold, he cometh according to the words of the angel in 600 years from the time my father left Jerusalem. The world, because of their iniquity, shall judge him to be a thing of naught. Wherefore they scourge him, and he suffereth it. And they smite him, and he suffereth it. Yea, they spit upon him, and he suffereth it, because of his loving kindness and his long suffering towards the children of men. And the God of our fathers, who were led out of Egypt, out of bondage, and also were preserved in the wilderness by him, yea, the God of Abraham, and of Isaac, and of Jacob, yieldeth himself, according to the words of the angel, as a man, into the hands of wicked men, to be lifted up, according to the words of Zenoch, and to be crucified, according to the words of Neum, and to be buried in a sepulchre, according to the words of Zenos, which he spake concerning the 3 days of darkness, which should be a sign given of his death unto those who should inhabit the isles of the sea, more especially given unto those who are of the house of Israel. For thus spake the prophet, the Lord God surely shall visit all the house of Israel at that day, some with his voice because of their righteousness, unto their great joy and salvation, and others with the thunderings and the lightnings of his power, by tempest, by fire, by smoke, and vapor of darkness, and by opening of the earth, and by mountains shall they be carried up. And all these things must surely come, saith the prophet Zenos, and the rocks of the earth must be rent. And because of the groanings of the earth, many of the kings of the isles of the sea shall be wrought upon by the Spirit of God, to exclaim, the God of nature suffers. And as for those who are at Jerusalem, saith the prophet, they shall be scourged by all people, because they crucify the God of Israel, and turn their hearts aside, rejecting signs and wonders, and the power and glory of the God of Israel. And because they turn their hearts aside, saith the prophet, and have despised the Holy One of Israel, they shall wander in the flesh and perish, and become a hiss and a byword, and be hated among all nations. Nevertheless, when that day cometh, saith the prophet, and that no more turn aside their hearts against the Holy One of Israel, then he will remember the covenants which he made with their fathers. Yea, then he will remember the isles of the sea. Yea, and all the people who are of the house of Israel will I gather in, saith the Lord, according to the words of the prophet Zenos, from the four quarters of the earth. Yea, and all the earth shall see the salvation of the Lord, saith the prophet. Every nation, kindred, tongue, and people shall be blessed. And I, Nephi, have written these things unto my people, that perhaps I might persuade them that they would remember the Lord their Redeemer. Therefore I speak unto the house of Israel, if it so be that they should obtain these things. For behold, I have workings in the Spirit, which doth weary me even that all my joints are weak, for those who are at Jerusalem. For had not the Lord been merciful to show unto me concerning them, even as he had prophets of old, I should have perished also. And he surely did show unto the prophets of old all things concerning them. And also he did show unto many concerning us. Wherefore it must needs be that we know concerning them, for they are written upon the plates of brass. And now it came to pass that I, Nephi, did teach my brethren these things. And it came to pass that I did read many things unto them, which were engraven upon the plates of brass, that they might know concerning the doings of the Lord in other lands among people of old. And I did read many things unto them which were written in the books of Moses. But that I might more fully persuade them to believe in the Lord their Redeemer, I did read unto them that which was written by the prophet Isaiah. For I did liken all scriptures unto us, that it might be for our profit and learning. Wherefore I spake unto them, saying, Hear ye the words of the prophet, ye who are a remnant of the house of Israel, a branch who have been broken off. Hear ye the words of the prophet, which were written unto the house of Israel, and liken them unto yourselves, that ye may have hope as well as your brethren from whom ye have been broken off. And after this manner has the prophet written. Chapter 20 and 21, Nephi copies the writings of Isaiah from their brass plates and writes them on this record. So you can read it the way he had it from 600 BC from the brass plates. Recommended to compare it to our version in the Bible. You can even compare it to the Dead Sea Scrolls, chapters 20 and 21.